Hello, YouTube. This video is to let you. Have you guys ever saw like a video, I guess, podcast? Example, like the Wan Show from Linus Tech Tips, the Minecraft podcast from the Minecraft community, and or like XIV Reborn, the Final Fantasy Game Breaker Nation thing. Well, I can show you how you would download these. First thing you would need would be the Firefox add-on called Download YouTube Videos as MP4 and FLV. You can get it here from userscripts.org. It's userscripts.org/scripts/show/25105. Just go ahead and install it, and installed you'll need Grease Monkey for this. But you'll see what it does is it adds a thing underneath here, like here's this podcast. It is 2 hours, 11 minutes, and 16 seconds. You can see he does record it in 1080p, but due to a YouTube change, you can only download it at 720p. So I'm just going to go ahead and download this. I'm just going to go ahead and start the download and wait for this to download. So while this is downloading, you can see at a pretty quick rate. I will first thing you probably notice is it is 2 hours and 11 minutes, like I said. Well, I want to burn this on an audio CD. Well, as you know, an audio CD can only hold 80 minutes, or in other words, 1 hour and 20 minutes of video. So if you want to burn this on an audio CD to like listen to your car, if you don't have an MP3 player, you will have to either cut some of the video and split up into 2 discs, or sometimes what I've found is when they're talking, they will have points where there's absolutely no audio. So what you can do with that is you can actually, in my next program, Goldwave here, first I'll have to wait for this to finish downloading. I should have did a shorter video that wasn't as long. Like you can see here, the Minecraft podcast is 1 hour, 9 minutes, so that would fit perfectly. That'd be only 70 minutes. This one here you can see 55 minutes, that would fit. This would fit, that would fit. That these guys here, that would fit, that would fit. So the XIV guys seem to be pretty good about keeping it around 1 hour, around an hour 20, so it fits perfectly on an audio CD. But the Wayne Show sometimes goes a little bit longer. So this is actually taking longer than I was not hoping. So let me go ahead and stop this, and I will rejoin you once this thing is finished downloading. Okay then, the download has just about ready to finish up. So what we do now is, like I said, this would be, it's still an MP4 video file. So what we'll need to do is actually open this video up in a program called MeGUI, MEGUI. With this, we can actually import that video here and export it as like MP3 file. And if you want to, you could be like, okay, make it 320, 192, whatever you want to do. Since I'm going to be burning mine as a regular audio CD, I really don't care, so I'm just going to make it 320. So this thing should be finishing up now, giving me the little pop-up saying the download has finished. Shortly. Come on. Come on, download, hurry up, finish. Make all, split, merge the file into one complete file. Okay then, there we go, it's now finally. Let me go ahead and just copy this file location. There we go, so now I can say The input file is that video there. Now I can just go ahead and queue this to make it an MP3 and start. Now you'll see it's going to open the video and encode it as an MP3. Looks like it's going to be at 320 kilobits per second. The video would be roughly about 300 megabytes. So now we just wait for this to go, and then if you want to, like I said, you could save that as like 192. It'd probably be a little bit smaller size, and just throw it right on your MP3 player and listen to it in your car. But what I'm going to do is actually import it into, like I said that earlier, the program Goldwave, which Goldwave will allow me to use this effect here called silence reduction, where I can reduce the silence of the audio so that when, like, let's say there's sections where people are not talking, instead of being like, a 1 to 2 second gap where they're not talking, I can shorten that to like half a second or 1/4 of a second. The bad thing about when you do like 1/4 of a second is pretty much whenever they would stop, it pretty much sounds like they're just non-stop talking, like they don't even stop to take a breath. It's just talk, 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 talk. So I think doing like half a second seems to be about perfect. That way it gives you a little bit of time to know that, hey, someone has stopped talking, and then now someone's talking again, instead of just being like, okay, I'm talking now, okay, now I'm done switching, I'm next person. You saw how fast they do there. So this thing, like I said, is encoding that audio file as MP3. So I will be back once this gets done encoding. Okay, the encoding is just finishing up, as you can see. Now I have GoWave open. Let me go ahead and say open, and let's browse to that MP3 and have it open it up. Like I said, so I just remembered, make sure before you download the podcast that you watch their advertisement at the beginning so that they are still getting paid for their content. Don't just open it up, download it, and not allow them to get their ad revenue. And just go ahead and close Firefox. And as this finishes up opening, there we go. Let's see. Also, another thing, you can see here their audio level is not super loud. So if you wanted to, you could even go in here and say, maximize volume or increase the volume. First I'm just going to do is the silence reduction. And you can see here, I use this one here, I'm not sure if I created this or if this was in here, but reduce silences to half a second. Silence threshold, -25, in other words, 5.62%. Reduce length, half a second. You can see right down here, the video is 2 hours, 11 minutes, 15 seconds. Let's go ahead and apply that, and let's see how much shorter this audio gets. So we're going from 2 hours, 11 minutes, down to 1 hour and 49 minutes. That is definitely a lot of time saved in the video. So now I'm just going to go ahead and just say maximize volume. And go ahead and do that. Apparently that didn't really do much at all. But I'm just going to go ahead and save this as an MP3. Let's just save it as 192 stereo. Yeah, override it. Oh yeah, I guess also when you open it up in GoWave, you could always zoom in, and if they have like an intro song or something that's like 2 minutes long, whatever, or a minute long, or couple seconds, you can delete that out, or you can also cut out like if they have an outro thing that you don't really want to play, or what I'm actually going to do, because I want to have the volume a little bit louder, is I'm still going to open up this audio file in another program. Not necessary, like I said, you could just save it like I am right here, and just, so if you want to, you can even throw this on your MP3 player or whatever, but like, it's still over that 80-minute mark, so I cannot burn it on a regular CDR. I would still need to do something, but I just go ahead and open up the other audio program, Adobe Audition, and open this audio file, the MP3. And like I said, this step is not necessary. I'm just giving you options if you would like to increase your volume more so that your video is not super quiet when you're, or not video, your audio is not super quiet when you're listening to it. Actually, when I open it in this program, looks like the audios are actually really good. Usually around -6 decibels seems to be a good spot for audio, I've noticed. You can see that it does peak up here, like some of the things peak all the way up here to 1, so this must be a really loud section. Like this little split right here must be something that's really loud. I'm gonna guess like a laugh or someone talking loudly. Let's see what this is.
Yeah, we do. We try not to do it on camera for the most part, but sometimes he's so phenomenally wrong.
Yep, that was a really, really loud laugh from Luke. So, it may not sound that loud to you because in my recording software, OBS, you can see I do have the playback audio set all the way down to like 70% volume. So it shouldn't be too loud for you. But, you can see that's all you would have to do, really. So hopefully you have enjoyed this tutorial. I guess if you have any other questions, let me know in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. I guess make sure you like the video if you liked it. Disliked it if you disliked it. And quoting Linus here in the comment section below. Let me know. I guess, did you find this tutorial helpful? Make sure you share it around and stuff. If you know of any other podcasts that you enjoy that you could apply this thing to, so you could enjoy it in places other than just your computer.